Uh, Seemingly it's functioning. Yep, I think we're back online. So, yep, there goes the tablet notifying that I am alive again. So yeah, sorry about that, everyone. But who added me at this point? Oh, uh, there we go. I was sent the message about why am I not why am I not alive? But yeah, getting back into that. So hello, welcome everyone. Sorry that this stream is now more than 10 minutes late, but what can I do? I had to. Ooh, I do remember that you said you were eating curry. I can't even remember the last time I had curry. It's still a rarity to find here. It used to be much more common, but most of those restaurants are gone before I moved here. Anyway, so I had to reset the entire computer just to see if I can remove the lag that was on the stream. This has only happened like a few times in history, and usually it has happened like in a previous day I've been streaming, the next day like just fine, the next day it just boom happens. Now it's the first time it happened in a very long while that it's on a Thursday, and usually only just resetting everything makes it work. So let's see, because I did a small test before I put the stream back on, and at the least it's not doing that horrible flagginess it did before. Now some of it is just the jankiness due to how I control the camera, and some of it is the game itself. Hello, welcome.
Battle
Yo,
Brothers!
thank you for the follows. I could have sworn that you have followed me already. You're using your phone to chat, I assume. But welcome. What type of curry did you eat? But yeah, so now that I'm actually back, let me test one more thing. Yep, it hasn't changed the default location for captures, because I will need to. Yeah, I hate like everything that goes wrong on a stream. It feels okay. What the hell? This hasn't happened in a long while. The first time it happened when I'm actually not, stuck against anything. Now I'm stuck. Wait, I could jump? I've never been able to jump if I'm in that animation. That was interesting. Yeah, like, movement issues like that tend to be common, but I'm surprised that they aren't as common as they could be, let's just say. So, if you actually look at videos and compilations, people show things being like super common that I've never even been able to witness, and most of those have like a clearly a multiplayer thing. But yeah, it could have used a polish. I would have said that the game would have been in an acceptable state, maybe with like a couple of months of extra polish. With a year of polish, it would have been like up to the standards of the entire series, I would say. Because the series on its own have had a good polish, but this one, failure. The fact that it actually crashes. It has crashed live on stream once, and it has crashed off stream on my other copy once. Now I know that there is actually a hidden feature that you can like get an autosave going, even if you have turned autosave off. I don't remember what the button combination is. If the game crashes, I might, you know, test that out live on stream just to show. But like I said, it's only happened once per copy so far, so I don't expect it to happen. But the fact that it does happen, no, that's where I draw the line. Like that movement thing that happened, that happens with every AAA game. You get issues like that. But crashing is something that you should not tolerate. This is just understandable. That I fully understand. And the game does like automatically get you out if you get stuck. So at least that's there. If that wouldn't be there, I would have demanded like a refund. No joke. I would have taken the loss for the fact that I would have to pay double for these games even if I want to get them now and not wait a couple of weeks. No joke. The games sell out. Pokemon games, they just sell out super fast, and then you have to pay double for them being quote-unquote sold as used. Many stores, they just open the package and claim that this game is used, now we can charge double. Okay, thanks so much for both of you like saying hello. It does mean quite clear. I don't usually use screens, so I'm not gonna get use out of that item. But yeah. I still do find it funny that even if you would have not unlocked the ability to swim, you still can swim in the swimming pools. Like, it does make sense in a way that it is a safe way that your Pokemon can swim, so it won't just drown because its legs do, you know, hit the floor of the swimming pool if needed. But when you go into deep water, you can't. But you wouldn't expect it. Especially how overall in the series, like back when the games were 2D, imagine that there would be like a hole here. It was a normal thing to see on a route that you would enter, you would see a small patch of water, and then there would have been like an item right here. But you couldn't get there until you learned surf. Now you can just get pretty much anywhere even without any abilities, because you can do like it's hard to do this when you aren't on a steep hill, but you can do like backward jumps in that fashion. It's not the proper jump sense. You would need to have a steep hill to actually get it done. That was just me faking it because I have the long jump unlocked now. But yeah, maybe I should actually start catching up since there was that extra freaking 15 minutes from resetting everything. So let's save. I didn't do much, but still, out of principle, I always save before going into a gym. And then I will start a recording. I would not normally need to take extra recordings, since I already, you know, completed Violet. But now that I have discovered that my recordings have been corrupted for like past almost a year, most of the Violet recordings included. So that's why I need to record things over on this side as well. I wouldn't say I know the drill, because we haven't had, you know, that many fights. Like, she just stalks me and gets near every gym while I'm going there, but there has been less fights against her in this than I had with, you know, the Violet version. But now the thing is, we are gonna have a battle here. Like a pre-gym battle. Then we are gonna have the gym test, and only then the battle, like the actual gym battle. So it turned from a 2-step progress to a 3-step. And yeah, my other team would have wiped the 4 with Nemona. Like even with half of the levels, it would have been much easier of a wipe just based on typing. Because here, ow, I get hit by a super effective move. Oh damn. I was hoping for a one-hit KO there, because now I'm actually gonna be hurt. Or you could just lower my accuracy, I guess. She had a shot killing one of my Pokemon so low, they would have died on a crit immediately or to the next attack overall, yet they chose to lower my accuracy. Which usually don't mean much, but then again, I want to boost my attack. I'm hopeful that the Suicune don't have a certain move. I don't know, does it know it or not, because I never saw it, I one-shotted it in the other game. Yeah, that was not much, so let's boost our attack even more. No! There goes the lowered accuracy. Ow. Okay, now I can't dare anymore. Time to Shadow Ball. Oh no. I didn't think that it could survive. I will just heal after this fight anyway, so I might as well. So now it's gonna be I'm gonna one-shot everything, or I'm gonna be shot. It's all about the speed. And I have no memories what she had after this. Well, except the slaughter, which is not like it is the matchup it is. And no, nobody ever uses Screech. Oh, there was Palmot in between. And the thing is, Palmot is fighting type. It is faster. Oh well. Doesn't really mean much. I forgot that I don't have anything actually good against Palmot. If it knows fighting type moves, actually this will be bad. It's weird how rock type is affected by that. Like, the fact that there has to be a rock type and a ground type, it's still very odd. But well, that was the way since ever at the beginning. Damn. If I just get the rocks up, I'm gonna, you know, switch. Because their next Pokemon is gonna be bad as well. So yeah, let's actually get the multiple heals going. I will just, you know, farm XP the old way by doing this constant switching. Back in the day, you needed to switch in and out because you didn't have XP share on all the time. You had at maximum 2 XP shares, so everything else had to switch in to get XP. I'm not missing those days, let's just say. the fact that the Pokemon can learn Nuzzle, and it normally would be better, but then again, they have not failed once. And now I will end up just healing them. Maybe this wasn't the best idea. I would switch if I would actually switch, but I do want to play the games as Pokemon games are normally meant to be played, as in set, not switch. Switch makes things way too easy. Yeah, I'm not gonna get all the healing stacks on this one, so this is gonna be way less efficient than I would hope. And wait, they might actually know their signature move at this point, so it's actually gonna hurt me. But they didn't use it. Am I gonna be just lazy and make this, like, try to get the win in the stall way? I was kind of thinking it at the beginning. But no, they should be immune. Yeah, let's switch to the Pokemon which I should have gone since at the beginning. Arctic Pack would have just died if the previous Pokemon would have had fighting the moves, but Yep, here we go. This should still hurt. It hurts. And I fear that I'm gonna be outsped. And that's not gonna save me. Up, and there goes the healing. Yep, I'm outsped. Why am I just playing so badly today? Okay, I survived. Okay, I survived. And that wasn't a one-hit KO. I thought that it would. I guess I'm just switching again. I haven't seen them use a Dark-type move, and they aren't gonna get stabbed on it if they even did. Still have one. Yeah, quick attack don't do shit against a ghost. And I'm gonna show what type of freaky ghost this one is. They aren't a dog type anymore. Ow! The choice of starter really affects so much. Yes. She had no chance against me in any circumstances. Because I just started with, you know, Rocketito. 3 max potions. I wish to not use them. And here comes the bad part. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna say that this is the worst. Yeah, we're gonna be freaking exercising about the emotional spectrum. No. Why? This is the worst. Like, actually playing the sport ball game was way better. actually wish that you would actually play with that giant ball instead of just pushing it very awkwardly towards a goal in a very easy maze. But this... why? And I hate, because I just can't stop reading like her tagline as like in Finnish. She's just constantly saying hit, 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 and hit in the meaning of that you didn't miss. That form of hit. Like, there's no better way to explain explaining the exact meaning of hit than that. The opposite of you missing. That type of hit. This super generic music. It's not that bad. When I did on the other version, it wasn't raining. So it looked way better, because this looks quite awful. Like, it doesn't matter how slow or fast you do this, it's... I wonder how much wrong are you even allowed to do and still pass. I want to do this very, very casually and very slowly. There's no point. You don't even get a score or anything. Like, I understand that they don't want there to be like a, you know, QTE game just to, you know, to force you to do a hard QTE in order to complete the gym challenge. But why do you have a QTE at all if you make it this boring and this simple? Like, you can actually do that again after the gym, but you still don't get score. Like, at the least, if you are redoing it, put in a score then. Yeah, and again, 2 out of the 3 starters at this point is just gonna one-shot. There's only that one that wouldn't. Will the Quaxia evolution even learn moves of sufficient typing? I don't know what moves they actually learn. At least they wouldn't get a stab. Yeah, we aren't even done. Yeah, like I would do this like actually in a hurry and like actually done my best if you didn't have to wait until the entire meter goes by. Like, I still have to wait all the time. Like, I actually have a motivation to press it as late as possible, because I'm gonna be forced to wait regardless. My reactions aren't awarded in any sort of way. And now I'm actually like looking at my messages on the phone while doing this. And it doesn't impede this at any sort of way. It's just so simple. Too easy. And it actually fits the character that the NPCs do it before I do. Only if I had the other recordings still. Like, those would be night and day. And they actually would be, since it was sunny in the other copy when I did it, and I did it as fast as possible because I thought you would get a score. Yeah, why is he here talking about muscle building? And this is the Psychic Gym. And your first Pokemon is a Psychic Pig. You are in the very wrong place. Learning about muscle building. I do like Shell Bell. I just hate how much they have nerfed it. What it used to be. And I still don't get it, like, why in certain occasions you get 1 or 2 HP even though you did like 300 HP of damage. I forgot it's a normal type. Damn. It actually hit me. Actually hit me. Yeah, this Indeedee is actually gonna beat my ass unless... Yeah, I'm not gonna let it just keep on boosting. I'm getting it out of here. I will only switch in later. But now, go away. And yeah, the road doesn't look anywhere as cool as it used to because, well, instead of actually whisking away on the move, the opposing trainer will just summon their Pokemon back now. A huge difference. Acupuncture. Defense. More torture. With all of this boost, maybe I'll just, you know, attack. Because they have lost their boost, they have been off the battlefield. Now that would actually be uninteresting. A Pokemon that keeps all their bonuses, even when they get out. Most likely that would become way overpowered. I just wonder, how would you abuse it? As we have a Pokemon in this generation that powers up if you switch them out, but that's a completely different thing. Does it mean that you would have a Pokemon that you have on the battlefield boosting up, then you switch them out and they would remain the boost? I guess, like, so you could just, I guess the abuse would go with like switch out moves and protect, because you switch them out when the protect would fail. I'm so happy that they went the third one. I thought, like, since the, like, after the first battle, that there is gonna be 3. As these usually tend to be 3-parters, but no. It fails even in that front. You never got the challenge in third round. And yeah. But now, I will have to hop here for a second. Because post-recording is gonna cause that weird lag to happen. But don't you guys worry, you aren't gonna miss anything. I'm just gonna walk to the Pokemon Center. Yes, actually walk. Heal up and then go back. Oh yeah, I didn't even actually show what shops you have here. I can just quickly list them out. There is a sandwich store, like selling ingredients. There's a restaurant, a cafe, and then, you know, the sandwich restaurant. That's it. Couple of places for food. I so wish that they would have actually utilized the food places like way better. All of them just give you like rank 1 things. Why couldn't there be like in the beginning areas you get rank 1 things, further on you would get rank 2 things, and then you could get rank 3 things just by buying. Now, in order to actually get rank 3, you just need to farm 5-star raids. And I've been doing many, yet I have none of the ingredients. But next to none, really. And it's only a bonus for half an hour, so imagine you might be spending a couple of hours, like, doing raids after raids, just to get a half hour of a bonus. Yeah, I see in the results that you might get insanely easy shiny hunts. But come on. And yeah, I just picked up 3 repeat balls. They were just on the ground. Sorry, instinct could not resist. So, now my team is healed. Let's up. Yeah, sorry, OBS is not ready. OBS is not ready by a long shot, it seems. And I don't really know why. It should be ready. God damn it. Streaming is annoying sometimes. It is random technical difficulties, which should not be there. But now to think of it, I do have technically under-leveled members in my team. How much candy do I even have? Because maybe I want to feed some of the candy to my lowest ranking members, just to equalize them out a bit. Because the difference is starting to get huge. A couple levels at around 50s is a lot of XP difference. Here we go, finally, we're back. And you know what? Let's give a couple, let's say 5 of these. Ooh, Ice Beam. Yes. 90 and 100. But your special attack is like half of your attack stats. So, and Ice Fang can flinch and frozen. The Ice Fang is actually better. I didn't really check that your freaking special attack stat is so low. Yeah, I might keep the Ice Fang. Yeah, let's keep the Ice Fang. And then let's give 5 of these to Watto. And now only our starter is leveled more compared to the rest. But it should be fine. But here I should be using Skeleturge anyway. So, let's go. I do have 2 Pokemon that should be good for this, so I don't think I'm gonna have issues. But if I play as badly as I did earlier, then I'm gonna have issues. So I just hate the title of Beauty. Like, No. Like, that's not a... Especially not a battle title. Yeah, this time it really feels like the music doing that brrr is about her just being on a freaking phone call. Talking about new eyeshadows when we are supposed to battle, you know? And not only that she's on a phone call, she's also texting. In 2 phones at once. The vanity. And I hate her clothing. Freaking... what is that? Like, I guess those are some sort of clips. But they just... they have to be living? They are moving? Horrible. I don't want to see that. And the fact that she's hitting on your character. No, don't say that somebody is a cutie. Don't say that to a young child in any sort of ways. No, important, like, appearance shouldn't matter. And you should never praise makeup. And yeah, it's not that she just has some sort of motorized clips. You saw how it just sped up there, like, it's living. That's demon clothing. Shit. No, actually I didn't want to. Normal typing, and I didn't want to do it anyway. Ow. Okay, I'm surprised that didn't do much. I wanted to do Torch Song. Like, just to begin with getting the boost up anyway, Torch Song is what I should be doing. I just... out of habit. Out of freaking habit. Because I also have like the second, my starter secondary typing best attack on the bottom. In the Violet, and that's what I tend to use on most matchups, since Grass tends to be on like type ranking very low. I hate it because I love Grass types, but Terrain Pulse. I don't even remember this move. Huh. End power. But it would become a grass type after you've been hit, so no. I don't want to learn another one. I don't know what, like, how much more powerful it would become. Most likely not enough. Okay, why does it look so odd? Like, it really feels like this area seems to have issues when it's either raining or just dark. This fight looked actually quite nice when I did it on the other version because it was day. Bright lights. Not about having that secondary typing there, but we'll just keep on boosting our attack. We're just gonna sweep everything. That doesn't, like, the typing doesn't matter if we just keep getting more and more boost. We should be reaching our maximum soon. And oh, look, they're putting in a Pokemon that would be weak to us from the get-go. But remember, we are facing a gym leader, and that's their final Pokemon. Guess what they're gonna do with it? No. Don't put makeup on a flower. It actually looks very cool with that. to admit. But if, like, I have seen it with a grass type crown, and it looks so redundant. Just put flowers on top of a flower. I'm actually surprised that survived the initial hit. Psychic is strong, but we have, you know, resistant plus. Yeah. Well, I'm so used to that I always just sweep the final one. For once we actually heard the music for a tiny bit longer. Not much, but tiny bit. I do love the freaking death yell. No, don't say things like that. Best poses. No model would be striking that pose on photo shoots unless we are talking about athletics wears and specifically like yoga clothing. In totally perfect way. Just psychic. What do you mean totally perfect way? That's just a straightforward move. Like, it's super straightforward. Like, why? Eh. Don't like do a freaking photo shoot with us and then like don't be posting it. Like, no. You either say directly that yeah, let's take a friend photo and that's it. Then you don't post it. But you don't, you know, actually take a freaking photo shoot and then start. Ugh. And here comes the very confusing thing. What age is her? Because Poppy seems extremely young. And I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah. Because here it already comes. Poppy is one of the Elite Four. So how did Poppy get her position? How is the Elite Four chosen? Because if we become the champion, we are gonna be stated as the youngest champion. So Elite Four are then automatically considered lesser? Because Poppy is definitely younger than our player